What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Tony Mac. Return of the Mac. What's happening, y'all? And yes, us 49er fans, have suffered another disappointing loss. 2 weeks back-to-back, man. And what's crazy, I thought we was just not as good, but I saw that Minnesota looked like they for real this year as they went on to just dominate the Houston Texans and dogged them out, I believe, 34-6. But this isn't about the Minnesota Vikings and what they did right. It's about the San Francisco 49ers and what we did wrong. Because this is disappointing, y'all. I can't believe that we dominated the clock. We had a good rushing attack. Brock Purdy was good. We had a 24-14 lead going into the fourth quarter, and we still lost. We found a way to lose. This is unbelievable. You can't even make it up. You can't even make it up. And to make matters worse, the Dallas Cowboys, who was just getting their face punched in by the Baltimore Ravens all day, I believe is making a comeback. I hope Lamar Jackson and company can go ahead on and get this victory, because at least my Dallas Cowboy fan homeboys ain't gonna get in my ear and bother me about this loss that we taking. But if we do lose and they get the dub, they have every right to rub it in my face. Because as I told y'all 49er fans, I think we're gonna have a little setback this year after the Super Bowl. I've been saying it all along. But I also said in my last video, I said Brock Purdy has an opportunity to prove the haters wrong, also myself. Because I said, I don't think this guy is anything more than a great game manager and a systematic quarterback, and he's not going to get it done. And he's shown time after time when we need him to make a game-changing play, he doesn't really get it done. Psych. That's actually wrong, because he's been showing at this game that he was getting it done. So Brock Purdy, to me, in short words, in my opinion, he balled out. Shout out to Jauan Jennings, man, who made a fight to be the number one or number two wide receiver moving forward. Man, he had a career performance, man. We lost, but he had a great game. 3 touchdowns, I think like 9 or 10 receptions with 180 plus yards. Like, he had a great game. And I think he's somebody I think Kyle Shanahan is going to use in the future. 49er fans, look, I know I'm saying we having a little slump after the Super Bowl. Don't get our hopes down. We just 1-2. It's early on. You can't really judge if a team is going to be good enough to go to the Super Bowl based off the first 4 weeks anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the beauty of this, if it's any silver lining in this loss, we finding out things we need to fix, and we also finding out things we can use for down the line. Like how our running back Jordan Mason had another solid performance. Brock Purdy showed us that he can win. And it proved me wrong, and I'm impressed. So, hey, y'all got me. I'm signed up. Brock Purdy. No more slander this way, man. Win, lose, or draw. I'm signed up, sealed, delivered. I believe in you. We didn't lose this game because of you. We did not lose this game because of you. And I know quarterbacks get all the credit when we win and get all the blame when we lose. But this game, Brock Purdy balled out, y'all. And he even improvised it on a lot of plays. A few 4th downs he converted to help, keep the drive alive, stuff like that. So Brock Purdy did his thing. You know what I mean? Nothing against Brock Purdy tonight. And he also did it in key performance without Deebo Samuel, without Christian McCaffrey, without George Kittle. And also Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams are not in game shape, not in NFL football shape. I told y'all, they're showing y'all what's going on at training camp. Brandon Ayuk is a much better wide receiver than we've seen. He just got to get himself back in shape. So don't expect expect the all-pro wide receiver to come back in wide receiver form, team, so don't worry about this. Also, Trent Williams, I showed y'all, not in game shape. He cramped up. It's hot. That offseason would have helped, but I understand. You got to get your bag. Not mad at that at all. Not mad at that at all. But who is to blame? Who is to blame for why the San Francisco 49ers blew another easy victory, even though we look like the better team? Yes, I'm still going to say it. We look like a better team than Minnesota. You know what I mean? Kyle Shanahan, going back to that play last week on goal line, we didn't get it, but I like the fact that you dropped your nuts and went for it. This week, I don't really think Kyle Shanahan even got out coached. I'm just trying to figure out what our defensive coordinator was going on, man. I like a few plays y'all mixed it up, but we're not really getting too much pressure on the quarterbacks, and it looked like everybody gets to running down our throat at the right time. And I'm not really going to say, you know, it's easy to say that our defense is just all the way trash. That's not really true. It's the same old situation. Our secondary gives up the ghost when we don't need them to. If they're not getting beat down the field for 97-yard touchdowns or 55-yard plays, they're giving up pass interferences in the key moments. And that's what happened to us at the top of the, I can't believe how we just lost this game, y'all. I'm just talking, to be honest with you. I knew this was going to be a close game because this is a rivalry. This is a rivalry. It's always going to be a close game. The Rams, this could be their last victory for the rest of the year, but it's still going to always be a close game no matter how great we are, no matter how bad they are, because we just don't like each other. And we know each other. We know our systems. We see each other too many times a year. But to go up 24-17, needing 3 points to go ahead and put the game away. Not mad at Kyle Shanahan. You did what you're supposed to do. I believe in my kicker. That's what we drafted him. That's what we signed him. Go out there and make these kicks. Jake Moody make these kicks all the time. But is he to blame? Is our secondary to blame? You know? Is Kyle Shanahan, I guess, in a way to blame? Because we had a lot of penalties. We had a lot of penalties, which is a lack of discipline as far as the team goes, right? You know, and I'm not going to 100% just blame it entirely on the defense. I know they gave up some key moments, y'all, but we got to remember one of our all-pro linebackers is missing. He has an Achilles injury, and he will be back in rare form. You know, Tafanga missed a good part of last year, so, you know, it's probably a few little things we got to work out there. As far as Moody Ward, man, hey, look, you gave up a big play, but you still a dog, man. Even Deion Sanders, who's arguably the greatest cornerback of all time, then got beat at some point. It's going to happen, man. Like Anthony Joshua, man, you still a champion, Anthony Joshua. You know, shit happens. It happens, my brother, that's all. But we got to get it together, y'all. We 1-2. Seattle's 3-0. That's not good. The Rams definitely played with their back against the wall. They knew they couldn't go out here going 0-3. If they going 0-3, they can go ahead and pack it up for the rest of the season. And it's funny, all these analysts was picking the Rams to win a division, and look what they look like now. San Francisco, I still think we're going to win the division. I just don't know if we're going to be back in the Super Bowl, and the clock is ticking, y'all. If we don't get it this year, it's time to rebuild because we ain't going to be able to afford certain players, man. But we do see some future stars in Jauan Jennings. A lot of good plays in our defensive lineman, the young guy we got that's a compliment to Nick Bosa on the end. Javon Hargrave woke up, y'all. We got to show love to him. I mean, it's a loss, but he woke up. He made some key plays for us, man. I don't know, y'all. This tough. This tough. By the way, I hope the Cowboys lose. And if they lost in here, man, y'all give a thumbs up, man. And if y'all like what I'm saying and love, you know, the channel, like talking about 49er news, a fellow 49er fan as well, or just like hearing me talk a little bit about my squad, man, y'all just go ahead and give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share the channel. Anyway, y'all, Tony Mack, where it's always real, but it's always love. Peace.